Hey, I'm live for the first time on YouTube. Finally got my phone working or whatever I did to get it going. And unfortunately, I wish it was under better circumstances, but I'm coming to you live only because I got a couple of things that something really just ticked me off and it's on my heart and mind a little bit. The negativity I've been seeing with our about the so-called welfare queens ride is over. Come on now, what is this bull? Y'all ought to know better than that. Now, truth be told, ooh, I look dark. Let me get some light on my face. Now, we all know, truth be told, there are some welfare queens, yes, but there's also some welfare kings. But here's the surprise about that whole situation that burned me up is it just surprises me. And what upset me about it is the response from the so-called conscious community about the welfare queens. A couple of these brothers really threw me off. Um, because here's the thing. I know a lot of people are ignorant, but the people in the so-called conscious community that's talking about the welfare queens and they making it a point to point out like it's our melanated family that's on welfare and the ride is over and you ends this and you bees that about to get your wake up call. But you know what? Y'all wrong as two left shoes. You dead wrong. Because for first of all, if you were in the so-called conscious community that has fallen apart, ought to know that if you love your people and you did any ounce of research, that to know, and I've seen your videos where you've stated, but you act like you don't know now, that our people are not even the main demographic of people on welfare in Section 8. But you got to go, you making a video to go out your way about how your ride is over and you about to get your wake up call. But you forgetting that you got a loyal followers that been following you the whole time can tell that you ain't living by yourself. You living with somebody in a room and done moved a couple times. Are you paying your rent? Ain't that a form of Section 8? It might not be government help, but you getting family help or something. Where you renting a room or crashing in a room. Some of y'all just a pot calling a kettle black. Because true enough, we all know there's welfare kings and queens. True. And those who just living off the system that are perfectly healthy that can work, they just don't want to, they deserve a wake-up call. But you also forgetting that a large part of that demographic of people on Section 8 and welfare are elderly that already put their damn time in and paid into Social Security and everything else, and they being denied or worried about being evicted. They old and hurt and sick. What are they supposed to do? It's a shame on you. Shame on you to say so. Not I'm not saying that this system don't need to come down, that things need to change, but it's just that my problem is the way you making the videos. Y'all making these videos and it's not coming out of righteousness. It's coming out of vindictiveness because you have a personal grudge. Like a couple of you whose videos I seen, and you see my name. I'm not gonna call no names out, but you see my name in your comments and in your chats talking my ish. And yeah, you know, that's me. My first little video I'm making, because most of the time I'm just that little sister in the background that be talking shit, geeking things on. Yeah, that's me. But this time I gotta speak up front because it's just on my heart. And that's just some foul shit. Because I can look at the way you speak. I can look at your face and your tone. It's not coming out of righteousness. It's coming out of vindictiveness because you got some type of bitter grudge. You know, some of you are mad because you're behind on your child support, and some of you are mad because you ain't getting no food stamps or assistance. I understand. You know, if you somebody that work hard and you need help and you can't get it, and people that don't deserve it can get it, I understand. I'll be pissed. But it's a lot of people that don't deserve that. What are they gonna do? Okay, the ones who need to have their wake up call and they get up off their ass and have to do something, that's one thing. But what are the elderly going to do? What are the sick going to do? What are the babies going to do? Because whether they welfare queens or what, these children are innocent and still need somebody to feed them and still counting on somebody to feed them. And some of you same ones that's talking about welfare queens are the same ones trying to going out your way laying up with these so-called welfare queens and chicks on Section 8. And then guess what? Now that Section 8 and everything is going to stop, y'all both got to be put out. So who's just as trifling? Is this the woman or so-called welfare queen more trifling because she's getting welfare? Or are you more trifling as supposed to be her mate or his mate and can't pay the rent? So between the two of you, if the rent can't get paid, who's more trifling? I'm just saying, don't be the pot calling the kettle back black. I mean, because people need to wake up. But it's a lot of innocent people that don't deserve that. And then you vindic. And like I said, a lot of them, the ones they're supposed to be conscious brothers. Now I expect some demographic of people to be ignorant as hell, but some of you so-called conscious brothers supposed to know better and know who the true demographic of people, mostly on welfare, are. But you same brothers are making videos specifically pointing out the sister. Come on now, really? You know better than that. You know better. And here's the thing. If you want to point it out, the thing we should be doing is getting prepared. You saying brothers should be getting ready about with those mothers about what we're going to do as a people when they come together to get some gardens going and filtering water and power sources and trying to come together. But instead, you sitting there pointing the finger like na boo boo, na boo boo. What good is that doing? I mean, you feel better now because you get to say to somebody, look, I told you. See, I told you. Look at you, welfare queens. You got your wake up call. You got your wake. Okay, well, what about them? What about their babies? Their babies ain't got nothing to do with this. The elderly ain't had nothing to do with this. They put their fucking time in already. So yeah, things need to change, and maybe in the end, the shutdown will be good, but it's gonna be a lot of innocent people that pay the price that didn't deserve it. And you so-called conscious people that's out here hooping and hollering about it, y'all dead ass wrong. Shame on you. Shame on you. And you know who you are. Some of you old, supposed to be elders, and some of you young, supposed to be up and coming, to know what you're supposed to be doing, always talking shit, flip-flopping, changing your mind. One minute you with this community, next minute you with that community. There's nothing wrong with learning, because we all learn as we grow. But don't come up here popping shit like you just the conscious king of all kings and you know what the hell you talking about. You moody. If you that moody and you still flip-flopping on what you want to do, say you don't know what you really want you to do, instead of just coming out making these foul comments, talking out your mouth like you really know what you're talking about. And you ain't did a drop of looking into nothing. You going on by what people told you. And a lot of it is, like I said, just because you personally bitter. Because, you ducking and dodging your child support, or getting locked up because you behind on your child support. And another thing about that, some of you same ones that's talking about that, and you welfare queens about to get your wake up call. What do you think they gonna do about collecting from you for these children? You think your child support high now? What you think they gonna do when they wanna the government gonna try to put money from anywhere they want to, right or wrong? And most of it is all wrong. It's true that. But if they can't collect from taxes and other people, where do you think that money gonna come from? Because your kids gotta eat. So while you sitting there hooping and hollering about so-called welfare queens, and Section 8 is over, you sorry ones that got kids with these welfare queens, what your baby's gonna do? Are you gonna step up and get another house and open a house or build a house or buy a house for your baby to live in? Or your baby mamas? You got more than one? Because if the mother can't provide financially, what are you supposed to be doing as a man, as a provider? While you talking about the Section 8 kings and queens and shit about to do? What your baby's gonna do? You can hoop, holler, and laugh at them all you want to, but what about your babies? Because if the mother can't provide and then you can't provide, ain't you just as sorry? Are you not? Aren't you just as trifling? Because you're too busy pointing the finger at her to realize that you ain't doing your damn job. So I'm just saying, we're gonna come together. Let's figure out a way to come together and make it work and get everybody fed and taken care of so we don't have less to fear. Instead of you pointing the finger, talking about I told you so, I told you so. That's crazy. Now I want to talk more, but I'm really winded. My asthma is really bad today. Or I'll be going in hard. Now I made another video already to post to Facebook. And I didn't feel like doing another one, but hell, I didn't know how to figure out how to take that video and share it here. So I had to make a second one. So my energy is zapped all out already. But I just had to speak on it because that's foul. Get your spirit right. Come together in righteousness. Don't be sitting there pointing the finger, I told you so. You gonna point the finger at your baby and say, I told your mama so? But what the hell you gonna do? Because we do have some shady ones, but it's a lot of good ones too. And we should be thinking about solutions and trying to get some love and sharing and caring what we gonna do. Because I told you so ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. But cause more bitterness. I mean, come on. Like I said, some of you old, some of you young, so-called conscious people, shame on you. You need to reach deeper down in your spirit. If you really sleep on it and go into your spirit, you know what you saying ain't right. Really search your heart. Are you saying it in righteousness or are you saying it in bitterness? Because if you just bitter, you need to go back and take them videos down. Stop being a bitter bitch. Cause that's what some of you sound like. You sound like bitter bitches. Grow the fuck up. That's sad. You want to make a video? Make a video about how to open or grow a garden, where to get some cheap dirt, and how to put these goddamn garden beds together and get some seeds, and how to filter some water. Because pointing the finger ain't gonna do a goddamn thing when your baby cold, ain't got no clothes, and ain't got no heat, and hungry. Fuck what you talking about. I'm trying to stay calm because my chest hurt. This damn asthma got me my first live, and it's about some bitter shit. Well, hopefully I can feel better later. And the next time everything will work and go live and I can come back with some happy stuff. As I want to be happy. But them videos had me tossing and turning. Really irk my nerves. So any of you that may be here and pick it up and see me, please feel free to share to these so-called conscious people that's talking shit about so-called welfare queens. Because I know, I'm not a YouTuber. So things don't go out, but man, that need to be shared. That's some freckle bull. All right. I'll come back when I got some more energy. Bye. Oh, now how do I top this?